Sega.
What is going on, guys and girls? Kid and K here at your service, and today I just want to talk to you guys about what is going on, the current state of Destiny's Crucible and trials, and what trials of Osiris should be currently. So the recent patch for Destiny has came out about 2 weeks ago, and they changed a lot of stuff. They changed some of the weapons, some of the subclasses and stuff like that. But what they need to do is overhaul the Crucible and Trials of Osiris on a whole, in my opinion. What they need to do is they need to separate the Crucible, the PvE and the PvP by itself. The PvP needs to have its own weapon balancing, and the PvP needs its own as well. You cannot really punish the PvE because of the OP weapons that are in the PvP of Destiny. So they said they want everything to flow as one, but I don't really see the need for that. You can't really punish PvE for that, but we don't live in a perfect world. So talking about Trials of Osiris, every week Trials of Osiris is the most sweatiest place on earth, you know. Trials of Osiris, let me give you guys an example. Trials of Osiris is like double XP, double crypto key weekend, and double weapon XP for Black Ops 3 with a guy with a scuff controller that has a bag of Doritos and Mountain Dew, just grinding his way to Master Prestige to get that Dark Matter camera. That is how sweaty Trials of Osiris is right now. What they need to do is, Trials of Osiris need a separate game type, if you will. What I mean by this is they need to have a competitive Trials of Osiris and a casual Trials of Osiris. Because if you look at Black Ops 3, you have pub matches, and then you have arena or rank matches, you know. If Destiny wants to be a competitive game, Bungie need to have those two options for players to play. I mean, if you play competitive, you can get better loot, but you need to have players getting more into the Crucible. Players are so turned off by how sweaty these Trials of Osiris matches, and they don't even come back to the Destiny game. People are just waiting for Destiny 2 to see what they bring right now. I don't blame them. They also waiting for the map pack that is coming in September, sometime around there, when they announce it in E3. But we'll have to see. But Trials of Osiris really needs an overhaul, because if it wants to be competitive, you have the player base for Trials of Osiris is pretty small. Is one of the smallest player base there is. There's like 90% of Destiny players don't play Trials of Osiris every weekend. Trials of Osiris starts on Friday, and the Friday and Saturday is the most sweatiest days to play Trials of Osiris, because everybody and them grandmother is playing Trials of Osiris, and it makes it so sweaty. And it is not connection based either. You have people just lagging their balls off in Trials of Osiris, and makes people really lag switching, and makes people very aggravated in Trials of Osiris, and it just turn you off from the game mode. And also, what they should have done in Trials of Osiris Year 2 is that they should have had left it like how it was in Year 1. I actually like Trials of Osiris Year 1. I found no problem with it in Year 1. It's just the only problem I found was the lag was too unbearable, you know. So they need to fix certain stuff. What they did in Year 2, if you guys don't know, they when you are in the last laps of Trials of Osiris, like you are 2 wins off from getting a flawless and heading your way to the lighthouse. They pair you up with people that are in the same area that you're in. So if you have 2 matches to go, you pair up to those person that has 2 matches. Yeah, one day they didn't do that. I don't know why. They continue it. To me, if you're gonna do that, you need to have a competitive playlist for that, but you don't need it for casual playlist. You just pair to people that has the similar connection to you or a good connection. That is skill based matchmaking right there, 1-on-1 for Trials of Osiris. For Crucible, some guns are so unbalanced. They tried to do a thing with it from the recent patch that made it that they try to buff and nerf the individual guns for Trials of Osiris, but it doesn't really make any sense if you wanna go towards the route for Call of Duty. So I don't know what is really going on with Bungie. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. And also, what Destiny really needs is some type of custom game where players can actually practice the different game modes and become good at Crucible and even Trials of Osiris. That should have shipped with the base game for Destiny, and players will have a much more easier life when coming against these sweaty players in PvP. So that's what they need to bring in, but Destiny 2, I don't know if they're gonna do it. What Bungie needs to do is also they need to listen more to the community and our thoughts and take these thoughts into consideration about the Destiny games, because without the Destiny community, you will have nothing basically. So if you guys don't want to listen and take our thoughts into consideration, no one wants to play your game. You're gonna be left like the Division basically. Hopefully we find something new and more innovative for the DLC that's coming later on this year. And I would like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in another video.